Hey YouTube, and welcome to the first ever episode of Film This with Baz and Dee. I'm Dee.
I'm Baz.
And this is our way of bringing to YouTube something that we love, which is watching films and critiquing the most latest releases.
Yep.
Do you want to take it away with what we watched?
Okay, we saw Inherent Vice, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson and based on the novel by Thomas Pynchon. It's very difficult to describe what this film is about. A lot happens in it. It's a very convoluted plot. It starts off with Doc Sportello, the protagonist, in his apartment at the tail end of the 60s, visited by his long-absent ex-girlfriend Shasta Fay, who he's kind of still in love with, who comes to him with a story about a plot to kidnap a multi-billionaire land developer who she's dating. And the movie veers off from there into 100 different directions. It brings in a whole huge cast of characters and you kind of lose yourself along the way, but you just go along for the ride.
Yeah, so the film, I guess, moves along with some really intense character scenes and development, and I guess there is quite a huge cast of actors that do pop up. Joaquin Phoenix being the lead, Josh Brolin being his supporting actor, and of course Shasta Fay, played by Catherine Waterston.
Who I don't know, neither of us
No,
really know
we've never seen her in anything.
She was good in it though.
She was really
good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I really liked her performance as well. Some really cool appearances from Reese Witherspoon, Owen Wilson and Maya Rudolph. Some really cool themes that get explored in this movie, sort of like the tail end of the 60s, 70s, some really cool groovy vibes and themes in there. So lots of alcohol and weed smoking. Kind of like, I think that's part of the whole confusion of the plot as well. I think that has some sort of
totally
overlay in that.
Yeah. All the characters basically high throughout the movie as well and kind of are just making their way. They don't know what they're doing, what's going on themselves, and like the audience feels that as well as they're watching it.
Definitely. I think that's kind of like the point of the movie, is kind of like to confuse the audience, kind of like, well, what's going on now? You really have to keep up with the movie. I'm still a little bit confused, I'm not going to lie.
You can't leave for a toilet break. No, definitely
do not do that. No.
Yeah.
So what did you think about it?
I really liked it. I read the book a few years ago, and ever since I found out it was being made into a movie, I've been waiting with like a lot of anticipation, and I was really glad to see that Anderson was really faithful to the book. It mixes a lot of different elements. Like it's really funny in some bits.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a thriller because you don't know what's going on. There's a mystery to be solved, and there's a bit of a romance in there as well with Joaquin's. He's a bit heartbroken.
Yeah. I loved it. I like Joaquin was probably my favourite character out of the whole movie. It's really awesome seeing him on the big screen again. I think the last thing I saw him in was Her, which we absolutely adored.
Love that
and
movie.
He's like a total baby in this movie too. And I loved seeing like all the cool costumes, and I just liked that 70s. Even like the actual cinematography felt a little bit old school, and I really, really liked that.
Yeah, me too.
I think definitely go see it, you know, open mind, maybe have a drink in hand.
Yeah, don't go in expecting to follow everything, just go along for the ride and enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We both liked it.
Definitely.
What rating did you give it?
I give it 3 out of 5 stars.
Me too, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars.
Awesome. Tell us what you think if you watch it in the comments below, guys, and until next time.
Yep, stay tuned.
The movie has a huge... dick. I just think he's David and Kim, how they sort of like explain a little bit more. I mean... Catherine Waterston.
Yeah.
Shasta Hepworth. Oh,
Shasta Fay. There's a bit of candy.
Played by Joaquin Phoenix. Lead being played by Joaquin.
Pronounce his name funny though. Joaquin. You say Joaquin.
Oh,
Joaquin Phoenix, that's it. Joaquin Phoenix.
Let's just YouTube this right now.
No, seriously.
I'm not joking. It's Joaquin.
That's it, you got it right.
What did I
You say Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Wow, you do it like it's just like Joaquin.
How to pronounce? Actually, you should how to pronounce Joaquin.
Joaquin, that's it.
There was a lot of drug use in this, so heaps of dope smoking and drinking and stuff like that. And it
Oh
kind
yeah, they're gonna have a lot of fun watching this.
Who?
Dope smokers.
We can do that as like a flash up. What do you say?
No, let's say.
Okay. I give it 3 out of 5 stars.
I also give it 3 out of 5
Oh
stars.
my
We didn't tell
god!
each other what we were giving it. Nailed it!